Hello everyone, everything is in place to get rid of all the lava. We built a bunch of cryo towers. The rocket platform is ready. It's time to launch the hydro chain reaction rocket. Honestly, when you think about it, you don't really have to do too much, which is kind of weird. But it should be enough to hopefully blow up the volcano, because I imagine that's what we're doing. I wonder if we can actually get close to it then. Because it does look like this is an actual landmass on the map. I guess while we're waiting, I'm gonna analyze uranium. That is the last of the materials that we have to, well, analyze. There we go. Unlocking new spaceships. Nuclear plant that we'll probably not use. Well, there we go. The rocket is ready to launch.
2, 1, ignition.
Ignition! And there it goes. I don't think we got a proper cutscene, right? We just saw it from where we were standing. I guess maybe because you can, maybe because they don't want you to free roam to the volcano or something. And there it goes. Time to launch it straight in there. Whoa, it changed camera perspective. Are we gonna see a huge blast? I imagine not, right? Like, this is just some solution to turn everything into water somehow. Very dramatic. Also very slow, man. Especially on the downwards. It goes as fast as going up. Oh! And everything turns to water. And now it's just a regular planet. The people that colonize this, their kids are gonna wonder why the fuck this planet's called Pyraxis. We completed the lava problem, hell yeah. Right, we also had to absorb radiation. Before we go check out what used to be a volcano, I'm quickly gonna put down the radiation absorber just so it can do its thing. It is very misty on the planet. I wonder if that's gonna stay like that. Also, kind of crazy how easily we managed to do all this. Whoever creates the tech in this world is some crazy scientist, that's for sure. Alright, so it should be radiated here. It's not for some reason. So let's build one of those, and then it needs some power, so geothermal plant will probably do. Yeah, it only requires 1,000 megawatts, that's fine. Here is radiated. I thought it was radiated all over this island before. Alright, there we go. That is 100% operational. So let's go check out the volcano while that's doing its thing. It feels so dark now, without all the lava. This mist that we're having probably doesn't help either. Alright, what's up inside the volcano here? Nothing. There's an amethyst as well as a quartz deposit here. Alright, let's put down an analyzer to see what we're working with here. Wow, we actually have, like, pretty much everything on this, on the volcano here. I will admit, it looks less interesting than I kinda expected it would. Something inside the water? I imagine not, right? Loop, loop. Nope. It just has a normal bottom. Alright, well. No deep hole or something where all the lava came from. Ooh, there's also where sapphire is. I was planning at some point to build a base inside of this volcano, but you know, the longer we play Pyraxis, I don't really like the layout of the planet. The story of it is the threat was very minimal, to be fair. So therefore, I think we're not gonna have a base on Pyraxis. I'm just gonna finish up the main terraformation objectives right now. Which should be building the atmospheric control tower and then a couple houses afterwards. And then I think that's usually where it's done, but I'm not sure if they added more to it yet. I kinda doubt it. That probably comes in a later update. And then it's gonna be fun having to go back to all those planets. Probably seeing the same ending over and over again. That's kind of my one fear with eating crafters right now. I guess the big takeaway from this planet, though, is while the threat wasn't directly pointed at us, I think it was more so a threat to our terraformation objective, because we couldn't, like, plant trees and stuff like that. which have grown very quickly since. Yeah, there's no giant flood, chunks of the map that go away. It was just a little hot on this planet. And heat is like one of the easiest things to negate anyway. It's like unlike the frost from the Terra Nova that acts really quickly to damage you. But also Terra Nova then had a pretty interesting like old civilization on top of it that you can explore. And this planet doesn't have any of that, so it's literally just dealing with the heat. Has nothing really original besides that. And there we go, terraformation stage 7. Now we should be able to properly see diamonds on the map. Yep. Apparently there was one right where we stood next to the amethysts and everything. Okay. The atmosphere control tower is up next. And afterwards, yeah, we're getting into the habitation. So time to build this thing up. Probably gonna need more geothermal plants afterwards. Yeah, we do. We need a lot of them too. Yeah, I kinda over doubled the power supply of what we need. Hey, that's fine, I guess. You could technically place down a second one, right? We don't have the composite beams for that. But if we do, I'm pretty sure it went twice as fast. But I think in the meantime, what I'll do is I'm gonna spend my time crafting up more composite beams. Because we're going to need a ton of them. Alright, while waiting, I ran out of osmium plates, so I decided to do some upgrading. We now have easy access to diamonds, which means diamond rails. Which means a tier-free miners are now on the table. Wow, after all of that, and we're only at 14%. I set up the diamond drills, I fully upgraded the osmium alloy as well as the like tier 4 plates, the advanced panels. And it's still not done, that's crazy. And there we go, terraformation stage 8 completed. That means we now have access to the habitats. We need to build 5 tier 1 and 2 tier 2s. That hopefully shouldn't be a issue. It does not seem like it would be. I ended up building a second one of the uplinks. It still took like half an hour. Uplinks, whatever these things, the atmosphere control towers. Still ended up taking like half an hour. But I did a couple other things, like improving the composite beams. So they should be in a little faster. Turns out we don't really need those. I thought we did. They must have changed the recipe or something. Wow, cement is what we're low on now, eh? Well, not really low, it just takes an absolute ton. The second one doesn't, so I'm gonna start placing that one down. And then all we need to do is wait for 9 more cement. And this one should be done as well. This is definitely the easiest part of the whole process. Especially after waiting so long. I mean, I was kind of upgrading the entire time. As well as making more composite beams. I thought I needed a ton of those. But it does look like advanced panels are now a thing that the second habitat uses. I'm pretty sure they originally used composite or frames. It was one of the two, which is why I was making so many. But hey, maybe the Earthlink communication tower uses it. The tier 2 habitats take a while to build, my god. Alright, stage 9. Now we just have to... Right, we don't even need the Earthlink tower. We need 10 processors for it, though. It's gonna cost us plasma conductors. Interesting. Because... Oh wait, the Sapphire is on the map now. Okay, good. Well, Sapphire was also around here. This little volcano just seems to have like every ore type. That's kind of insane. But that means that we finished Pyraxis, technically. But I do want to have the Earthlink tower. That way it feels like it's really finished, after all. There we go, we now unlocked plasma conductors. I think that is done in here. Yep, it is. Craft some of those. Hook this up to our warehouse. Then we can go back, create the quantum processors, and then build the Earthlink communication tower. And with that, we finished Pyraxis. This was definitely one of my least favorite planets so far, but I think that's just due to the fact that it didn't really have anything unique to it. Heat is something we have had to deal with since the very first planet already. Seeing the entire planet go from lava to water was pretty cool though. But other than that, there was nothing to explore. The map feels rather small. Again, heat just isn't a problem, really. So it just felt like doing the same thing you've done, but minus all the exploration and uniqueness of the other planets. But I'm interested to see what the next update is going to be. Because Pyraxis was the final planet that we know of, at least. That was planned. Meaning after this, who knows, maybe we'll see the actual continuation of the terraformation stages. Because this has been the same since launch. They haven't added on to it, just added more planets and smaller things like the trains. But with that, I'm gonna be leaving it off over here. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye everyone.